Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I am in my garage, obviously, and you can see this is my uh, little floor I made for messing around on dealing with hardwood stuff, and I've got 2 coats of Rejuvenate on here, and it's been sitting for a few days, so it's all cured and everything. And the reason I put that on there is so I can. I'm experimenting with a couple of different things. A few days ago, I did a video where I did a wax removal job on an oak floor, and I used this to remove the wax. And that's not the right thing. Somebody had told me that this was, you could use this on the floor, and anyway, no, not good. Apparently, it can damage the varathane, so definitely don't do that. I did give it a good rinse after I had cleaned it, so, and I don't think that we actually did damage it in that case, but anyway, don't do that. Anyway, so I went looking for a product that I could use, and I'm in Canada, so we have some limitations on what we have available to us here. And I got this. This is made in Holland, and it actually is supposedly for removing polish as well. So we're going to give it a try. I've had it sitting on here now for 10 minutes. I sprayed it down, I worked it in with the brush there, and I just give it another bit of a spray, make sure it's still wet. And what I was after is, I want to see if it'll take it off in the first place, obviously. But also, the job that I did where I was using the oak floor that I just mentioned, I had my rotary and my roto wash, and I had been scrubbing the floor with a red pad to dissolve the wax, and I found that was working, but it was kind of slow going. And all of a sudden, in a moment of inspiration, I thought, I wonder, because I saw a video of somebody taking wax off a floor using a green stripe AstroTurf pad, and I thought, well, let's give it a try. And it worked really fast too, really quite shockingly fast. And then, of course, the question is, well, is that going to ruin the pad? Because obviously you just absorb wax into it. Well, I put it through the wash and it came out beautiful. Couldn't tell. And I guess that's because it's saturated with the floor stripper, or the wax. It dissolves the wax, so it's kind of broken it down anyway. So anyway, my thought was, let's give it a try. And I've got my Orbot here. I was doing my LVP floor, so I thought, I got this here. I'll just use this. It's I mean, the rotary will do the same thing basically, but we'll try this first, just because it's here. So let's give it a whirl. I've only done half the floor. I thought that'd be kind of interesting to see what happens here. So it's got a green striped AstroTurf pad on there, and let's see, will it lift the wax? It certainly is frothing up something. This product that I'm using, it says right on the bottle, and I got it from Clean Quip in Toronto, by the way, and they said, yeah, it's safe from the varathane. It says that it is, so this is what we're after. We're looking for something that'll remove the wax without being a detriment to the varathane. Now there is another product that we have available in Canada, which I've also would consider, and that's made by Laminator Plus. Now one of the concerns I had is that's not cheap. That's like $15 or $18 a bottle, and I'm using it straight, by the way. However, when you take a look at the actual cost, of using, I think that's good for up to 800 square feet, that one bottle. 800 or 900 square feet, something like that. So that's not really actually that. If you're doing wax removal, they're going to charge a decent amount of money for it anyway, so. Like I'll be charging at least $2 a square foot for any wax removal jobs that I do. So if I use, even if I used $100 worth of product, that's really not very much. And I doubt I'd ever use that much, unless it was a great big job, and then of course, then you're going to maybe come out some more money. So the question now is this working? It certainly is picking up off the floor. And I can actually feel, by the way, I'm sticking to the floor. I guess I've stepped on it a little bit, and now my shoe, I can feel it sticking a little bit. So something's getting dissolved all right. So let's take a look. Okay, I can definitely see where the wax is over there. Oh yeah. I'd say that wax is gone. Huh. Well. Now, obviously, I would also have to neutralize this. Give it a rinse. And what I did before was I used my my Roto Wash. But there's another way you can do that, of course. And there we go. It's right there. I just sort of realized. So let's continue. Let's finish this floor then. I think I've got the wax off of there. But now we're going to go to the next step. We'll take a look at this. Oh, it feels kind of funny there. So hang on a sec. Let's go over here. And here's my microfiber pad, which I was using in my house to clean my LVP floor. So let's put my neutral cleaner on. This is Odoban. I probably would use my rotary more often than I'd use the OP machine anyway, because I do prefer it, but I've got it here right now, so might as well use it. Okay. So there's our neutral cleaning. Now, I'm not suggesting this is going to work in every situation or necessarily with every product out there, but what I plan to do is buying other products. Go to Home Depot and buy. I've got the Rejuvenate, but there's a few other products out there, and I'll try it with different products. I think we'll see if it works in these other situations. So, and that's what I made this floor. I put this floor here for, so that I can mess around with all this, really get comfortable with this. But actually, that's looking really, really good. The wax, I'm almost certain is completely gone here. So, what do you think, guys? I mean, I've seen floors where guys are taking the wax off and there's an awful lot of wax there. And maybe an awful lot more than what this would be able to handle, but That's where the picking it up with the roto wash would help. And it really worked well. If you go back to that video, those videos I put a few days back, actually this floor is looking really nice. I think we got a winner, at least in this case. So yeah, so the other half of the floor is still got the wax on it, so you can see it just doesn't quite look as nice at all. Still a little bit damp here. Yeah, in fact, what I'll do, let's dry it. Let's put a super zorb on. Make sure we got it bone dry. How's that? You can see how much different it looks back here where the wax is still on. It has that plasticky kind of look. And here it is, it looks to me like it's pretty nice looking. Oh, there's no wax in there. Interesting, huh? Yeah, see where the wax, still wax over there, no wax over here. So anyway, that's interesting, isn't it? I'm not saying this will work in every situation. I'm just curious to see if it'll work in this. And we'll move forward and do some more experimenting and see what works. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video and we're going to do this again, only I'm going to run it with the rotary over there. We'll see if I notice any difference. So I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.